Hello and welcome to TFG's basic Titanfall 2 modding guide. So, modding Titanfall 2 can seem pretty difficult and unintuitive, but trust me that when you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. First, you'll need a tool to unpack and repack game files, which contain the configs and other things you'd want to change. In this case, they are in the VPK format. You're gonna be using the Titanfall VPK Tool. I've linked the GitHub download page in the description below. All you have to do is click download and then unpack the downloaded zip file. Now I highly recommend creating a folder structure just for your Titanfall 2 modding stuff. I'm just going to create a Titanfall 2 mods folder on my desktop. I'll put the VPK tool exe with the DLL in there. Make a folder for backups and a folder for repacks. After you're done with that, you have to find your Titanfall 2 directory. If you have the game on Origin, click Origin, Application Settings, Installs and Saves, and look under Game Library Location. Go to this folder and then into Titanfall 2. If you have the game on Steam, just go into your game library, right-click on your game, Properties, Local Files, and Browse. The VPK folder has everything we need, so I'm gonna create a shortcut to it and put it in my mods folder. And so, you're ready to start your own modding crusade. Now, there is a lot of things you can do, like for example change what's displayed on the All-Star screen, or Titan eject messages, and I recommend checking out the gitbook page for Titanfall 2 modding that I've linked in the description. But, just to teach you how to properly unpack and repack your VPKs and not completely fuck up your install, we're gonna change the weapon's position, ADS field of view, and crosshair. Navigate to your VPK folder and copy client mp common bsb pack 000 file and the English client mp common bsb pack 000 dir file to the backup folder you've previously set up. Now open up your VPK tool and click open. Go to your game directory, the VPK folder, and open the English client mp common bsb pack 000 dir file. Now click extract all. Select your mods folder and create a new folder for the extracted files. For clarity, I recommend naming it after the file you're extracting, so in this case mp common. Click OK and the file will extract. So, now you can make changes to the game. First of all, you should delete the extraction logs folder, then navigate to scripts and weapons. Choose the weapon you want to modify. I'll use the L-star as an example, so I'll open MP weapon L-star. There is a lot of values you can change, but use common sense. Changing values responsible for weapons in-game behavior like spread or fire rate can and will get you banned. Don't do that. But you can change stuff that's only client-side, like weapon position, crosshair or ADS field of view. Some values you might want to adjust are already there, some lines you'll have to add in. First, we're gonna change the weapon position. Search for mp_base and under the brace add the line view model offset hip. Don't worry, I'll put all of those in the description. Now, there is 3 values you have to put in, and they are respectively width, or how far to the side the weapon is, with positive values moving it to the right, depth, of how far the weapon is from you, with positive values going forward, and height, how high the weapon is on screen, with positive values moving it up. By default, all of those values are set to 0, so we're gonna move it to the left, forward, and down. I'll just put in -2, 3, and -1. Now we'll adjust the ADS FOV, so the amount of zoom the sides give us. Search for behavior. In the case of the L-star, the value we want to change, so zoom_FOV is already there, but that isn't always the case. This value goes from 0 to 70, with 70 being no zoom at all. I'll put in 55, and that's the FOV I'll get when using iron sights. You can also adjust the zoom each scope gives you separately. To do that, search for mods. You can use different FOV values on different scopes, so that you'll be able to adjust your ADS zoom mid-game. I noticed that some sites have their own view model offset hip value. I'll just get rid of that. You can also notice the view model offset ADS line. Sometimes, if you put in too high values for zoom FOV, like for example 55 on the AOG, the site won't look normal. To fix this, just add or modify that line, but make sure not to shift the site sideways or vertically, as that will fuck up your site. The last thing we'll mod is the crosshair. Scroll all the way down and you'll see the RUI crosshair data block. You can change this UI/crosshair line to something else. I'll link the gitbook page with all available crosshairs in the description. Most crosshairs disappear when you enter ADS, but there are some crosshairs that don't, like the ones on the SMR or the EPG, so you have to keep that in mind. I'll change this crosshair to the one Alternator uses. You can also make a custom crosshair out of many different ones. To do that, first, change the active crosshair count value to 2 or however many different crosshairs you want to use. Copy the crosshair 1 block and paste it underneath and rename it to crosshair 2. Then change it to whatever you want. I'll make it the arc guns crosshair just because I can. And so you've made some changes. And now it's time to apply them to your game. Save the text file you edited and open the VPK tool again. Click Repack VPK, Browse, and select the folder with extracted files. Then click on the other Browse and select your Repack folder. Don't bother changing the name here and unselect Debug Log. Now press Build VPK and after the program is done it will automatically open the Repack folder. You might be wondering, why is there 2 files if I only unpacked one? The thing is, VPK files are connected and you did actually unpack more than one in the beginning. Now you have to rename these 2 files. I recommend just opening your backup folder and copying the names from there. Make sure you name them properly and don't switch them around. The file ending with zeros is the client file, while the one ending with dir is the English client one. And now all that's left is to copy these 2 files into your game's VPK folder and replace the originals. I recommend launching a private match to check if everything works. If it does, congrats! You have successfully modified your game and are now a certified Tinker Chad. Have fun and stay fast!